Roses are red, violets are blue. The darkness has risen, and so has the light. Every hero has their challenges. Some start as small, and those start as big, and some that start with the path of the light and end with the path of the dark. Every hero has challenges to face, and evil that try to bring nothing but destruction and chaos. Many generations ago, a universe that is a famous video game that is very popular, known as the world of Minecraft. Two people that were the first two of their gender kind to ever exist, known as a Steve and an Alex. Little did they know that they have some sort of power at first, never knew that they have. That is until they found out by using it, and that's when they started some projects of their own. They started creating realms of their own. They first created the spirit world, where people that choose the path of the light go into after their journeys come to an end. And that's when they created the world of Heck, where those that choose the path of the dark go after their journeys come to an end. They created their own and their every own people that is their own. The first thief started to create other clones of himself, including the first Alex, but instead of the clones being very similar, they are different, very much different. They are different colors and other different kinds of them. There are many different kinds of Steves and Alexes, and 7 colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Other extra colors: pink, fuchsia, brown, and teal. There are many colors of the rainbow, and with different meanings instead of just colors. The first Steve and Alex also created a brother and sister of their own. But that good old times do not last for long. The first Steve and Alex started to find out that their siblings were creating evil human creatures and started to like and choose the path of the dark. But one day, a wise man came to them and told them that if their siblings still choose the path of the dark, they will create a new power that will do anything that the owner can put her/his mind into, and will have copies of powers of the ones that person is close to, and will have more powers than anyone can ever imagine. The siblings found out about their brother and sister's plan and got very, very angry, and got all of their evil creatures and destroyed a whole village of players. Only one player was left alive. The siblings came back to them, wanted them to be proud, but all they saw was fear and sadness. They banished them out of their realm forever. Before they left, they swore that they will have revenge someday. So then they left the realm forever for now. The first Steve and Alex fear that their evil siblings will return someday. So they did what the wise man told them. So they got a DNA from a purple Alex and then from a pink Alex, and used the same color as dye in sand and the imagination of a mindset, and used all those ingredients together into a powerful hero unknown. But one day, the evil siblings came and attacked their brother and sister, sister, and made them disappear, never to be seen or heard of for a while. They were gone. The people that they created started searching for them from one place to another, but they never found them, and they soon lost hope and started living separately in single-color villages. Living in a village with only one color, Steve and Alex, Alex's, and only one color living in a village. While most of those lost hope for their creators, some never lost hope, no matter what people tell them about having hope. But they still never lost. They never lost hope. But one day, that their but they still never lost hope and hoped that one day that their creators will return, or the missing heroes to that to at least rise up to stop their creators, evil siblings, from causing them chaos. But one day, when they found it, that all changed. The story of a hero. Generations ago, a little girl named Gigi with a brother and a little sister living in a village full of players. Their parents are the leaders of the village, ruling the players one by one, teaching them the right from wrong, and telling them things that would keep them and their children safe. If and they have a cat named Jojo. They live in a very peaceful life. But one day, the evil origin siblings came that all changed their lives forever. Gigi, kids, let's go. We're gonna be late for the meeting. Hey, my dad said to me, and my brother and sister, and I said, okay, Dad, we are coming, I said, as I called my siblings over and told them that we are gonna be late into the meeting, that we do not know about. So they said, okay, Gigi, we're coming. They said to me as they came out of the rooms with clothes on and said, we are ready. Okay, thank you for coming, guys. Now come, let's go. We're gonna be late, my dad said, as we all got out to the house. Well, I asked, hey guys, what are we gonna do in this meeting? I asked, as my mom said, we are going to meet a wise man, and he is going to tell us who is going to be the next leader for this village to take place after us. My mom said, as they asked, but why are you guys trying to replace yourselves? I asked my mom. Mom said, listen, it's not called replacing ourselves. More like looking for someone to take our place before our journeys come to an end. And I said, but I do not want you guys to go away or have your journeys come to an end. I said, as my brother said, look, sweetie, it's life. And life is not forever, you know. She said, as my brother said, do not worry, Gigi. They will always be in our hearts. And as long as we remember them, they are with us. And as long as we forget them, they are truly gone. My brother said, as I said, oh, okay. And my sister said, cheer up, Gigi. Once we are done with the meeting, we will go ahead and do our adventures together and tell stories like we always like to do. My sister said, as I told her, okay, thank you. And she said, it's not a problem, Gigi. She told me as we went to the meeting. And and said, and someone came and said, "Leaders." My dad asked Joe, "What's the problem?" he asked. As my mom said, "Yeah, is there anything wrong, Mr. Jojo?" he asked. As Jojo said, "There is 2 crazy people attacking the village," he said. As my dad said, "What?" Jojo said to my dad, as he and my parents ran to see if was true, if that was true. When they got there, there were 2 people flying around the village, destroying houses in the village. My dad said to my mom, "We need to warn the rest of the people now." And he said, as I saw something went through his chest, and a familiar voice said, "I do not think that is a good idea." Yeah. He said, as my dad fell in the ground. As my mom said, "Hey, are you okay?" he asked. As my dad said, "Take the kids and run." My dad said. As I asked, "My dad, what about you?" As he said, "Do not worry, I will be fine," he said. As I said, "But I was gonna ask," in tears, and I can tell that my brother and sister are in tears too. And my mother grabbed me and told me to grab my brother and sister on their hands, so I listened, and I did what she told me to do. So I grabbed their hands, and we ran with our mother as the evil Jojo came trying to chase us and said, "You cannot escape," he said, as my dad tripped his foot on purpose. He said, "You'll never get my family," he said. As evil Jojo laughed, "Oh, I already got one," he said. And as one of the evil origin siblings brought my mom and destroyed her. "No!" My dad said in tears, as the evil sibling said, "Now, where are the kids?" he asked my dad. As my dad said, "I will never tell you," he said, as she saw my head peeking out the tree. And I saw her staring at me with an evil smile, grinning face, and said, There, get those brats," she said, as I got scared, and still with my tears on, as I took my brother and sister and ran as fast as we could. And we found and ran into a dead end and found a portal. As I told my brother and sister, "Listen to me, run into that portal and never look back, and never let those crazy people get to you," I told them. As they asked, "What about you, Gigi? Are you gonna be okay?" My brother asked me. As I told them, "I'll be fine. Just stay safe and be strong, okay?" I asked, as my sister said, "Okay, Gigi." "Okay, but Gigi, we are gonna miss you," they said as we all hugged each other. And I said, "I love you guys, and I hope I can see you guys again someday," I said, as I hear from Jojo saying, "Over here! Do not let those brats get away," he said as I hurried up and told them to go quickly. And they said okay, as they are walking to the portal and just stood there looking right behind me, as I asked, "What are you waiting for? Go quickly," I told them, as they said they do not want to go without me. So when I heard the voices of the enemies getting louder and louder, so I went and pushed my brother and sister in the portal. And after I did, I led them away and said, "Hey you suck," I asked, as they got mad and ran after me to chase after me. All of them came running at me, agitated. After running and leading them away from the portal to my brother and sister for a while, I got into a dead end, and again, like last time, with my brother and sister, and I saw the evil origin siblings and Jojo came very angry, and said, "You think you just come to all three of us and say that we suck?" He asked, and said, "Where are your brats?" he asked. As I said, "I am never going to tell you." I said as Jojo said, "Origin Girl, you should teach this brat a lesson." He told the Origin Girl and she said, "Yes, let's do that." The Origin Girl said, as the other boy, instead of Jojo, came right to me and grabbed my hand, so I won't do anything stupid. And I tried to scream, but Jojo grabbed my mouth too, so I won't be able to scream. The Origin Girl came right to me and looked at me with her evil grin of a smile face and said, "Look into my eyes." And at first I refused, but she said, "Look into my eyes right now or I will destroy you." This time I did. Then she did her evil grin of a smile face and said, I will see you get destroyed," she said, as she took out her hand and grabbed her, her hand right into my chest where my heart was, and she ripped it out. And after that, it was blurry on my eyes. And before I closed my eyes, she used a diamond sword and carved from parts of my skin. After all of that, everything was a blur in my memories. And a few minutes later, a purple pink crystal floated towards me, and a man that looks like he has red skin. And it also looks like a girl with a yellow skin. And once they came to the purple to my left and the pink to my right crystal formed into a girl with purple to my left and pink to my right color skin, looking right into my eyes. And the yellow girl asked, "Is there anything you can do to save her?" And she asked her, as the crystal Alex girl with purple and pink skin said, "I can try. We'll see. We'll see on what I can do." And she said as she tried lightning, sand, and everything she could think of, but they didn't work. She said, "It's not working. She needs a heart, but it's nowhere to be found." And she said, as the red boy asked, "Is there anything else you can do?" He asked, as the crystal girl said, "Well, there is one thing that is time. We really have no choice." She said, as the yellow girl asked what the idea is, and the crystal girl said, "I can replace the heart, the heart with the 6-year-old girl used to have." They said, "What?" And the yellow girl asked, "What about you?" She asked. As the girl said, "Kids, we have no choice but to do it because she has no heart, and the heart is nowhere to be found," she said. As they looked at each other and said, "We understand," they said, as she gave them one final request. And that request is to give the 6-year-old girl a loving home. And when she grows up, they will tell her about her past. As as the crystal girl formed herself back into the crystal form, it floated right into the hole on where my old heart used to be. And then something happened. Roots started spreading to the crystal, and the roots got attached to the crystal. And after that, my looks changed. My hair turned white, and my eyes turned white. And when I woke up, I was in a foster care with no memories on who I was. or where I came from. And all I knew was my name. That's it. A few days later, there, a guy that looks like his skin color is the color of the galactic, like from the galaxy, and asked, "Who are you?" I asked him, and he said, "Hello there, Gigi. My name is Galactic Steve, and I am here, and I am going to be adopting you today." So that's how it all started, from a 6 years old girl to someone that is a long lost hero. And you, what name they call me? Well, they call, they and me call me the Girl of Rights. That's all for the story. Thank you for reading the story from Gigi Pearl Pink Alex 5. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. And if you did, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so that way you won't ever miss any video that I post. And it's really fun making these stories about me and other characters that I make up along the way. And this is not the only time I'm going to do it. There's also going to be more where that came from. So make sure you guys do like I said, to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so that way you won't miss any video that I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.